Have you ever pondered the profound question, what does it mean to be created in the image of God? This question, seemingly simple yet deeply complex, has been a topic of contemplation for thinkers, theologians, and spiritual seekers since time immemorial. The notion of mankind being created in the image of God is a cornerstone of many spiritual and religious teachings, infusing our understanding of self with a sense of divine reflection. But what does it mean, really? Does it suggest that we physically resemble the divine? Or does it imply something deeper, something inherently spiritual or existential about our nature? Let's set the stage for this exploration by diving into the heart of the matter. The concept originates from sacred texts, where it's often interpreted to mean that we, as humans, carry within us certain characteristics of God. These characteristics are not just physical, but rather they encompass our personality, our life, our intellect, and our morality. They are the facets of ourselves that reflect the divine, that echo the sacredness of life and the intrinsic worth of every human being. This concept serves as a profound reminder of our potential for goodness, our capacity for understanding, and our duty to treat one another with kindness and respect. For in recognizing the divine image within ourselves, we also acknowledge it in others, fostering a sense of interconnectedness and shared humanity. So, let's dive deep into this concept and explore what it truly means to be created in God's image. The first aspect of being created in the image of God is our personality and life. Just as a mirror reflects an image, our personalities reflect certain aspects of the divine. We're not just biological beings, but emotional, spiritual, and relational creatures. Our ability to feel a spectrum of emotions, from joy to sorrow, love to anger, mirrors the emotional depth of the divine. Moreover, our capacity to make choices, to decide between right and wrong, good and bad, reflects the divine free will. Our decisions, big or small, shape our lives, and in this way, we are active participants in the divine play of existence. Then comes the sense of self, our identity. We are aware of ourselves, our thoughts, our actions, and this consciousness reflects the divine self-awareness. We are not mere puppets in the universe, rather, we are conscious beings, living and experiencing life. And speaking of life, the gift of life itself is a reflection of God's life-giving nature. The divine breathed life into us, and in each heartbeat, in each breath, we can find a hint of that divine spark. Life is not just about survival, but about living in the fullest sense, experiencing the good and the bad, the highs and the lows. And it is this life, in its fullness and diversity, that reflects the divine life. Thus, our personality and life serve as a reflection of the divine. We are not God, but in our own unique ways, we mirror the divine. And in understanding this, we can better appreciate the sacredness and significance of our own lives. Another crucial aspect of being created in God's image is our intellect and morality. These attributes are not mere coincidences, but powerful evidence of the divine imprint within us. Let's consider our intellect first. Our ability to reason, learn, and understand is extraordinary, isn't it? This capacity to grasp complex ideas, solve intricate problems, and create magnificent works of art is a reflection of God's own intellect. Just as God is the ultimate thinker, planner, and creator, we too possess a fraction of that intellectual prowess. This makes us unique among all of God's creation. Now let's turn to our morality. Haven't you noticed that inherent sense of right and wrong within you? That inner voice that guides you even when no one is watching? This moral compass doesn't exist by chance. Instead, it echoes God's own moral nature. God, who is perfectly good, has instilled in us a sense of justice, a desire for fairness, and a yearning to do what's right. Yes, we may falter, we may stray, but that compass always points us back to the path of righteousness. These elements, our intellect and morality, aren't just parts of our human nature. They are reflections of the divine, tangible proof that we are indeed created in God's image. They remind us of our intrinsic worth, our sacredness, and our potential to reflect God's glory. Therefore, our intellect and morality are further reflections of the divine image within us. The final element of being created in God's image is our dominion over creation. This dominion isn't about ruling with an iron fist, but rather about stewardship, care, and responsibility. Our ability to nurture, protect, and care for the earth and all its creatures is a reflection of God's own dominion. It's about acknowledging the interconnectedness of all life and the role we play as custodians of this magnificent planet. But let's take a step back and retrace our journey through the concept of being created in God's image. We've explored how this divine image is reflected through our personalities, our vivacious life force, our intellect, and our morality. Each of these aspects offers us a glimpse into the nature of the divine, providing us a unique perspective into understanding our intrinsic worth. In essence, being created in God's image means that we mirror His personality, life, intellect, morality, and dominion. It's a profound concept that speaks to the sacredness of every human life. It provides the basis for how we should treat and relate to one another, and it reminds us of the immense responsibility we carry as stewards of this earth. It's a concept that invites contemplation and introspection. It asks us to look within, to recognize the divine within ourselves, and to see that same divine image in others. It calls us to live with kindness, compassion, and respect for all life. In essence, being created in God's image means that we mirror His personality, life, intellect, morality, and dominion. It is a profound concept that speaks to the intrinsic worth and sacredness of every human life.